I think we can all agree that Sagat looks like what would happen if Muay Thai had a final boss. He's a 7-foot juggernaut with an eye patch, a giant scar, can kick like a freight train, and shredded to the point where he could be selling his own range of protein powders. Today I will analyze Sagat's physique and then put together the training and nutrition program that you can also follow to build a physique like Sagat by combining the science of hypertrophy and nutrition with the brutality of Muay Thai. Let's break it down. The first thing to note is that Sagat has one of the most intimidating physiques in all of fighting games. It's shredded and extremely dense. He's got broad shoulders with 3D delts, a massive back, massive traps, tree trunk legs, and a shredded chest with huge arms. In real life, this is years of squatting and deadlifting, presses, rows, pull-ups, pull-downs, lateral raises and shrugs, as well as isolated training for the biceps and triceps. His waist isn't tiny, but his shoulders are wide enough to still create a solid V taper. To me, he looks far from a Muay Thai fighter. He looks more like a men's physique competitive bodybuilder that also does kickboxing rather than a Muay Thai fighter. Realistically, to build this physique, weight training absolutely needs to be your foundation and focus. The focus on Muay Thai can come later, but for now, we need to start building some solid mass.
Yeah, buddy! Lightweight!
To do this, we'll use a 4-day upper-lower body split so that we can hit every muscle group 2 times per week and also have 3 days of adequate rest, giving your body the time to recover and grow. This doesn't need to be complicated, so we will use traditional bodybuilding exercises to achieve our goals. Here's what the weekly structure looks like. Day 1 will be our lower body routine where we hit the glutes, quads, hamstrings and calves. This will consist of 4 sets of barbell squats for 6 to 8 reps. Then we'll do leg presses, Romanian deadlifts, leg extensions, and then finish off with seated calf raises. As you can see, the rep ranges will vary on these. Generally for machine or supported exercises, I like to go with a little higher in volume to get more of a pump. Day 2 will be our upper body routine, which will include the flat dumbbell press, lateral shoulder raises, lat pull downs, tricep push downs, bicep curls, and shrugs. So in the first 2 days, we would have worked out our entire body, so now we're going to rest and recover for the 3rd day.
All right, day number... leg day.
Day 4 will be lower body again, which will include deadlifts, glute bridges, walking lunges, leg curls, and seated calf raises. Day 5 will be upper body. This is our last day of training to put in another stimulus for the upper body.
It's basically an 8-hour arm workout, and it's made up of 16 mini workouts every half an hour throughout the day for 8 hours straight.
We will be doing barbell bench press, seated dumbbell shoulder press, single arm dumbbell rows, tricep overhead extensions, hammer curls, and face pulls. Day 6 and 7 will be our rest days where we can recover and grow, ready to start this all again for the next week. For this program, feel free to add in zone 2 cardio at the end of each session, such as incline walks on the treadmill or the stationary bike for about 15 minutes just to keep general fitness levels up. Also, make sure to choose weights that challenge you in the last 2 reps of every set so that you are close to failure, and aim to make that exercise a little bit more difficult the next time you do it by either adding more reps, more weight, or more time under tension. These 2 concepts are the key to stimulating your muscles for growth: training close to failure and progressive overload. Now that we have the lifting part covered, we actually need to be getting in the right nutrition to allow the muscles to grow. The Sagat physique isn't built on low-calorie meal plans. It's built on controlled mass gain and body fat management. So step 1, your calories. If you're skinny, start at 10% above maintenance calories. So for example, if your maintenance is 2,500 calories, eat around 2,750 per day. Now if you're average or soft, start at maintenance or just under maintenance, approximately a 200 calorie deficit, and recomposition. Step 2 is your protein needs. Target between 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. So if you weigh 80 kilos, aim for roughly around 128 grams to 176 grams of protein per day. I like to aim for the higher amount, that way if I ever fall under, I am still within range. It's crucial that you hit this protein range for muscle protein synthesis. Also stick to good sources of protein for your health. Step 3 is creatine. Supplement with 5 grams of creatine per day. This will give your muscles more energy to perform so you can pump out those extra final reps and build more muscle. Also, creatine holds water, so your muscles will have a fuller look once they are saturated with creatine. It's one of the most studied and effective bodybuilding supplements, so make sure to use it. Step 4 is the meal timing. So firstly, the most important thing is that you hit your protein target daily so that your body has enough protein to repair and grow muscle tissue. To then optimize this further, see if you can split out the protein feeds over 4 to 5 meals. For example, I'm 100 kilos, so I need to hit 160 to 220 grams protein per day for muscle protein synthesis. For simplicity, I'm just going to aim for 200 grams over 5 meals. So each meal, I have to ensure I get 40 grams of protein. This is where protein shakes come in handy, because I can do 3 meals of 40 grams and then also have 2 protein shakes in between my meals of 40 grams each to hit my target of 200 grams. Ensure you have carbs around training sessions to help fuel workouts and consume good fats to help support hormone levels and recovery. Overall, you don't need to obsess over perfection. The main thing is just to hit your calorie and protein targets consistently and keep your food mostly whole and nutrient dense for good health. Now, let's talk about how to balance all this with Muay Thai without burning out or stalling progress. So here's the truth. You're not going to do 4 weight sessions and 3 to 4 Muay Thai classes a week and survive. You will really struggle to build muscle. You will most likely overtrain and increase injury risk. Realistically, all your focus will need to be initially on weight training and recovering so you can optimize muscle growth. So here's how you will progress like a human and not a fictional monster. Phase 1 will be build the frame. This will honestly need to be for the first 24 months and will consist of 4 days weight training only. This may be a bit controversial not adding in the Muay Thai, but this phase is focused on building size, strength, and work capacity. This period is where we'll have the highest rate of gains and get used to volume, training to failure, and progressive overload. You can, however, test out adding in 1 Muay Thai session a week and see how your body is recovering, but if it gets too much, drop the Muay Thai session. Phase 2 will be our hybrid transition. This is where we will do 3 days of weights, 2 upper body days and 1 lower day, as we want the legs fresh from Muay Thai, and we'll also add in 1 to 2 Muay Thai sessions per week. Here is where we start to transition towards Muay Thai. Our base is solid, our joints are used to movement, and now we can start conditioning our body, developing skill, and start applying our physique in motion. Then we have phase 3, the long-term focus. Here we'll have 2 strength sessions, upper and lower body, and we'll be doing 2 to 4 Muay Thai sessions per week. So I can't tell you when phase 2 and 3 occurs, but what usually happens is that when you reach a point where you are recovering well, you add in the Muay Thai sessions and test how your body handles the workload and adjust as needed. Recovery, sleep, and nutrition will matter even more as you add volume. In reality, a physique like Sagat's would take years to build, and it will need to be coupled with insane discipline and the right genetics. But working towards this physique is where all the fun is, because you'll be leveling up in the process and building a stronger body and mind.